Yeah, guys. So we discussed about some basic things in the previous class. Can anyone help me to revise the previous class topics? What was the topics that we have discussed?
Yesterday we have discussed about liquidation and financial services and what are the financial institutions.
Mhm.
Uh,
About shape, financial system,
Financial shades,
financial
system,
financial
financial
products.
products,
Mhm. Then,
Barter systems,
okay.
parties involved in financial system.
I'm discussing shares.
Mhm. Okay, great. So basically, someone was saying we discussed about the liquidation. See, guys, liquidity is different and liquidation is different. Though
okay.
these terms are both similar, but there is a lot of difference. Liquidity is something where we can realize money by selling or by disposing our securities or currencies. We should be able to realize the money in terms of without losing the money and also without losing the time. That is called liquidity. Liquidation is something stopping all the entire business operations. We are closing the entire business. That is called liquidation. Suppose you are running a company and if you are closing the entire operations and you are liquidating the company itself. Liquidation is something that we are closing the business. We are stopping the business and we are selling the entire assets and we'll get out of that business. That is called liquidation.
Thank you,
Right?
Mahesh. Thank you for correction.
Okay, no problem. So today we'll talk about a basic question. This is a very interesting question because we have to talk about stock market. The reason why we have to talk about stock market is the entire sessions like investment banking or fund accounting, it can be anything. So the entire topics will run around stock market and also the capital market products only. That's why we'll start with the basic questions. Why does even this stock market exist?
Daily exchange of goods and services.
Yeah. Let me come to the point. So basically, whenever it's the most important and also the interesting questions. Whenever I put forward this question to the people, like in my seminars, webinars, even physical classes also, I had a couple of answers like stock market is there where we can invest money and where we can make people rich and where we can some people will think it's a gambling. It's all we have to trade on your luck and make money within short span of time we can double the money. That's kind of answers I used to get. So here also I'm putting this question to you guys. So can you guys take time and think about it? Think about it for a moment and before you continue and answering, think for 2 minutes and answer me. What is the reason having this stock market? Not only in India, all over the world we have different stock markets. If you take USA, we have a stock markets. In India, we have a stock markets. In China, Japan, Australia, in every country there will be stock markets. So, what is the purpose of having this stock market? What is the real reason behind why the stock market exists?
To raise money in companies.
Mhm.
Gathering the funds.
Raise the funds, companies raise the funds for
To know the economy.
Mhm. For
Company to
capital.
raise the money by offering stock shares.
Mhm. Then.
To earn profits.
Mhm. Then.
To earn future benefits.
Mhm. Then.
Long-term investment.
Okay. Then.
Demand and supply.
Demand and supply, it's a broader word. What is the concept of having demand and supply, for which we have a demand and why we have to
To
supply?
buy
What we are
or to sell a stock in the market, they have a demand, right?
okay to buy or sell stocks, right?
Yes.
To
Okay.
rise the economies of country,
Okay.
capital or
To develop the business,
Okay.
to develop the company, to purchase various materials along.
Okay. Both are same. Developing business and developing company. I'll consider both are same.
To double the money in short period of time.
Okay. To double the money in short span of time. Okay. Okay, guys. Great answers. So it's a bit interesting. As I told you, whenever I put forward this question, I was getting this kind of answers: to double the money, to make profits. But exactly this is not the right purpose for which we have the stock markets. Okay. Let me talk about different things. Just forget about stock market. Now I'll tell you one simple example. Okay. Let me take you through few basic points. Let's begin understanding the business first. How the business is running, why we have to start the business, why we need a capital and all. Suppose now, think that we both together want to start a business. If anyone wants to start a business, starting a business means you need to be ready with many resources, like you may have to appoint some human resource, some machineries you may want, money is required if you want to purchase the building, and you may have to maintain some liquid cash. These are the important resources we need, right? If you want to purchase a building, and also the human resources, and also if you want to sign into the contracts, can be for the buying or selling, whatever it is. All these things need to be done if you want to start any business, right? It can be service-based industry or it can be product-based industry. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
But what is the
Yes,
main
Mahesh.
resource? What is the main resource for all this? If you want to purchase the building, if you want to hire a human resource, if you want to
Cap-
purchase machinery,
Capital.
what is the main
Capital.
resource? Okay, money.
Capital.
Capital. Okay, let's keep it as a money. Money is the main resource for us. Because if you have a money, definitely we can make it possible with the remaining things as well. So money is the main resource we want. So which can buy as every other resource. If I have a money, I can buy anything. Human resource can be appointed, machineries can be purchased, and also I can have a liquid cash. Everything can be possible with the money. So from now, from where to arrange this money, you need to sort out a way for it. We know this. We need this much capital. If you want to start this business, we need, let's say, we need a 10 lakhs capital. Okay, 10 lakhs capital we need. So from where we arrange this money?
Take a loan in bank.
First thing, whatever our savings will be there, we'll take from the savings.
Okay, savings is the first part. Suppose you are salaried people,
uh,
you're working from long back, you have some savings. So we'll go with the savings. Directly, we don't approach banks. Suppose you are approaching bank directly and you are taking the entire 10 lakhs loan, you are starting the business. That's very risky. We'll talk about the leveraged buyouts. Do you know the concept of leveraged buyout?
No.
Do you know the concept of leveraged buyout? I'll talk
I
about
don't
it.
know.
I'll talk
Okay.
about it. Very interesting concept we will discuss. Leveraged buyout. Let me keep it aside. It'll be okay. Yeah, tell me. So savings is the first source. Then what next?
Borrowing money
Then
from family members or any friends.
we'll ask for the friends, family members.
Okay, maybe from friends or family. We'll arrange some money. Okay, then
Loans.
Then go for the loans.
yeah, and finally we'll go for the loans.
Yes.
Suppose you're not able to manage your capital with your savings and even with your surrounding friends and family members, then we will go for a loans. Right? Do you
Yes.
guys think that suppose today I'm starting my business, it's my fresh business. I do not have any previous experience. Till yesterday I was working in a maybe in a small company. Today I'm going to start a new company. I'm doing all the incorporation works and everything. If I go and ask a bank for a loan like 6 lakhs or 5 lakhs, will they give you a business loan immediately?
No, sir.
No.
No.
Normally, if you want to get any loan from bank, what they will see? They will check two things. One is, can he pay or will he pay? We have always heard about these terms, right? They have to check the worthiness, right? Even if you apply credit card, they will check your CIBIL score, right?
Yes.
This is basically the credit worthiness. Like we will determine the candidate credit worthiness. Will he be in a position to pay this credit card bill or not? Can he pay this bill or not? Can he means it's a financial ability. Will he pay or not is means it's about something, the attitude towards the obligations. Let me write here. Can he pay and will he pay? Can he pay? We'll talk about that. I mean, the capacity of payment. Does he having the financial capability or not to pay this credit card bills? Will he pay? We'll talk about the attitude towards obligations. Some people will have a lot of money, but still they won't pay. That's all about their attitude. So these two things they will check. For that reason, they will check the credit score. Then only they will offer the credit cards, right? Similarly, here also, if you're applying for a business loan, they will have to check these two things. How they will assess? Suppose if you're starting a business, they won't look your previous transactions because you are applying loan on behalf of a business. You may be a salaried employee from a long back, you had a savings, you had a huge bank balance, but they won't consider all those things because as a business, when we are starting, they will check the business financials, right? Correct or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
want to get a business loan, definitely business financials only they have to review, not your personal financials. Ultimately, if you liquidate the business, you're not going to be the person, the responsible person to pay off the loans. From business itself, you have to sell some assets, then you have to repay the loans. Once you start the business is different, the person is different. That's why we have so many fake companies. They will just start a company with different companies and all. They will loot the money and they will liquidate the businesses. The personal obligation from the promoters and from the proprietors now will be very limited. That's why we have limited liability partnerships, companies, private limiteds. The partners and the shareholders' liability is very limited in those companies. They are not going to be personally liable for the loans and company, and also for the obligations and liabilities from the company and all. They are not going to be liable unlimited. They have a liability, but that is only to the limited extent. I'll talk about that one as well. Okay. Now tell me, if they want to review your business financials, how they will review? Today only I'm starting my business, right? I don't have any business in previously. But as a bank, definitely they will look for financial transactions. How much turnover is happening? Turnover is nothing but sales, guys. How much monthly sales is happening? What is the profit you are getting from last 1 year or 2 years? The financials, income tax returns, how much income tax you are paying? What is the asset capacity you have? What is the liabilities you're having? What is the shareholders' capital contributed? Everything will be checked in the financials. Then only accordingly they will give you the loans, right? But we are going for a fresh business. We do not have a financial history of our business. Then is it possible for you guys to get the loans from the banks?
Banks, it's not possible.
So then what will you do? But still you want to start my business. Let's assume as a 10 lakhs capital from friends and these people, you might have arranged up to like 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. Let's say 4 lakhs you have arranged. Or let's say 6 lakhs you arranged. You need 4 lakhs more. What do you do? Normally in layman terms.
In that case, we have to explain our business, and if anyone interested to come for the partnership.
1 second, guys. One second, guys. I'm getting a call. Yeah. So, yeah, what was the topic we were discussing?
Regarding, we have a 10 lakhs business.
Yeah,
we have
so we
arranged up
got
to
only 6 lakhs. For remaining
Ah.
4 lakhs, from where we will get?
We'll ask for explain the company details and everything. Come for the partnership for the 4 lakhs.
So by using
Yeah.
own properties, sir.
Sorry, which profits?
So own properties, sir. Like land properties we will use.
Yeah, from everywhere. The personal savings, deposits, everything. You have arranged only 6 lakhs. You need 4 lakhs more capital. So what
We
will
will ask money from someone as a lending.
that one also done.
Yeah,
That
we
is
will
also done. Like friends, family members, they have arranged.
Partnership.
Yeah, partnership. Because you are pretty much sure about your business, definitely you will make a profit. So what we will do normally, we will approach some other members. We will explain our business strategies, objectives, and everything. So we'll convince her to be part. We will convince them to be part of our partners. Like you be part of our business. We'll contribute 4 lakhs capital. You will get this much returns. You will get this much profits. Like that, we will convince so that we can have a partner. If ultimately, if you don't have a choice, still if you want to run the business, we have to compromise in the partnership. Maybe if you're a sole trader, you can enjoy the 100% profits. If you're accepting admitting a new partner, you may have to share the profits. That's how it will work, right? So let's assume we have admitted 2 partners. Okay, partner A, and we have a partner B. Okay, they have contributed 2 lakhs each. Okay, now with this 10 lakhs capital, we can run the business, right?
Yes.
Yes, Mike.
So now we have arranged all this money. Let's assume after 1 year. Any doubts as of now? Are you guys understanding?
Yes, Mike.
Everyone,
Yes,
non-common
Manish.
students, we are not discussing any financial matters, guys. Very normal business things. In a layman terms only we are discussing still. Okay. So after 1 year, we got a profit of 20,000. After 1 year for this 10 lakhs, we got a profit of 10,000 after clearing the entire expenses, payments, and everything. They're left with a 10,000 rupees, sorry, 20,000 rupees profit. How they will distribute this profit?
As per the capital
Into ratio.
per the ratio. As per the capital ratio.
Yeah. So as per capital contributing ratio. So let's assume the owner, I mean the main person who started business is me, M. I'll give it as a M. He's a partner M. Partner M. Okay. He has contributed 60%. He has contributed 20%. He has contributed 20%. Okay. Now tell me the profit sharing ratio between M, A, and B. What is the M? Sorry. How much?
12,000, 4,000, 4,000.
So let's calculate like this. Total we have a 20,000, and M partnership is how much?
60%.
60%. So 60 by 100. He will get 12,000. A's partnership ratio is how much?
20%.
20%.
20%. 20 by 100. B partnership ratio also same. Into 20 by 100. So this is how normally they will distribute their profits at the year end, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So normally this is how the business will work. Okay. Maybe in the second year, let's assume the second year. Second year again they got a profit of 40,000. This year they got a profit of 40,000. Now they decided to keep some amount of profit for the future purposes. Maybe next year they may have to purchase a new machinery. All profits are distributing equally without maintaining some emergency fund or reserves. It will be a bit difficult for the business to run, right? The entire profits we cannot distribute. Normally, even if you're in any business also, we will keep some amount as a safe side. Suppose next year you're planning for expansion of a business. Definitely we'll keep some amount aside, right?
Yes. Yes.
So they have also assumed that, okay, let's keep 10,000 for the safer side. We call it as a reserve. Reserve means what? We're just reserving some fund, maybe for the future purposes. Okay. What is the amount we left after reserving this 10,000 out of 40,000 profit?
30,000. 30,000.
30,000. So let's assume again they're distributing the same ratio, 30,000 into 60 by
60%.
100.
100.
18,000.
30,000 into 20 by 100. Here also 30,000 into 20 by 100. This is how they have distributed in the second year. This is for first year. This is for the second year, right? Now, let me put this information in a technical aspect. Just now we spoke in layman terms, right? So let me keep it as a technical aspect. Here, we call them as a partners. For contributing capital 2 lakhs, what they're getting?
20%.
20%.
20% share in business. Can we say like that?
Yes.
20% share in business. So
Yes.
let me call them as a shareholder. They're holding a share, right, in company.
Yes.
Suppose let's assume this company name is ABC Company, ABC Limited. Okay. They're holding share, 20% share in this company. So instead of calling them as a partner, let me call as a shareholder. Okay. Shareholder A. Here also, I'll call it as a shareholder B. Okay. Partner. Here the partner. Who started this business? M, right?
Yes.
So I'll call him as a promoter. Promoter means the person who started the business, we call it as a promoter. The initial activities, registration activities, company formation, agreements, contract, everything they will take care. That is called promoter. Okay. Promoter is nothing but owner. Sometimes owner will appoint another promoter also. Suppose some big business person wants to start a business. He don't have time to operate all the business. Then what he will do? He will appoint some person to act on behalf of him. That is called promoter. Basically, promoter is nothing but the person who initiates starting of a business, who will take the entire responsibilities of a business initiations. So promoter, and we have two shareholders. Okay. So after 1 year, they have distributed this profit, right? They have
Yes.
distributed a profit, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the profit distribution, we call it as a dividend. What we call it as?
Dividend.
Dividend.
You guys heard about this dividend word previously anyway?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Any non-commerce students? Dividend. Dividend is nothing but part of profits. It's not even a bit difficult word or something to remember. Dividend is nothing but part of profit. We are distributing profits, but here we are saying that we are distributing dividend. How much here received dividend? In the first year? 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah. Similarly, in second year also they have received dividend. And technically, if you want to speak, the profit distribution is nothing but dividend. If you are holding a share in a company, if you are a partner of a company, if you are an investor of a company, we will get a right to receive the dividend. We will get a right to receive the profit, which is nothing but dividend. So at the end of the year, company will announce the dividend and they will distribute the dividend. You guys are clear with this as of now?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are clear.
Here, we kept this 10,000 for the future purposes, right? Future purpose.
Mahesh, regarding this, I have small doubt.
Yeah,
Actually,
please go ahead.
I have a Ashok Leyland shares of 10 example.
Mhm.
But right when I am purchasing, it's 100 rupees something.
Okay.
Now its cost will be 200 rupees.
Okay.
And every year they'll give the dividend 2 rupees, 3 rupees like that. In this case, profit is different and dividend is different.
Yeah, we can't call it as a profit. Whenever there is a, suppose you have purchased, let me keep it in a even more simple. You purchase land for 1 lakh. Okay. For 1 lakh. After 2
Yes.
years, you can sell it for 3 lakhs.
Okay.
I mean, like 5 years back, you purchased land for 1 lakh. Now it's for 3 lakh.
Yes.
If you're able to sell this land, you could you will realize up to 3 lakhs.
Yes.
So the land value has appreciated or depreciated?
Appreciated.
Appreciation. So here also this is called a capital appreciation. This is not a
Okay.
profit. This is a gain.
Okay.
Gain is different, profit is different. You guys have to
Okay.
understand the difference between profit and gain. Profit is something that an operating of a business, if you are able to realize on a periodical basis, that's we call it as a profit. But gain, only in specific events we will realize the gain. What is the gain? When you will realize this 3 lakhs? Of course, we have a profit of 2 lakhs. If you can sell this plan for 3 lakhs now, how much gain you will get?
2 lakhs.
2 lakhs. This gain only will happen at the time of selling of a property.
Selling. Okay. Understood.
It's called gain. Again, we call it as an unrealized gain and a realized gain. We'll talk about it later. How to post the general entries for the realized gain, unrealized gain. That topic also will be discussed. That's again a bit complex. Okay, we are just talking about the very basic things. Okay,
Okay.
this is called capital appreciation. This is called dividend. For every
Okay.
share,
Okay.
there can be capital appreciations or can be capital depreciations.
Okay.
There can be a loss or there can be a gain. We'll
Yes,
talk
yes.
about it. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
So here we spoke about dividend. Now you guys understood about dividend. What is dividend? What is profit, right?
Yes,
And also
understood.
here we are keeping aside for a reserve. What is this reserve? This reserve is also a part of partner's profit only. Partner's profit only, right? They have 40,000, 10,000 they kept aside for future purpose.
Yes.
So this is also profit belongs to these three people only,
Yes. Yes.
right
Correct.
or not?
Correct. Correct.
Suppose on the second year itself they're closing the business. They're closing the business. Then what they will do with 10,000? They will also distribute this 10,000 among themselves according to their partnership ratios, right? Whatever ratio they
Yes.
have contributed capital, accordingly, the reserve also will be distributed. So this reserves, the capital, the profit, everything is belonging to these three people only. It's a partner fund only. That's a shareholders fund only. They have a right to be participated in this reserves also. But we kept it aside for the future purpose. Maybe in future we want to expand the business, or for emergencies we may have to incur some expenses. For all these things, we kept aside for the emergency as a reserve. Now you understood?
Yes.
Everyone.
Yep.
And also,
Yes.
and again, I just want to remind you back. Yesterday we spoke about banking business. Sorry. Yeah. How the bank will work? Bank businesses like to take money from us at a smaller interest rate, like a fixed deposits and current accounts, where we get a small percentage of interest, like 4%, 3%, 5%. And they will lend this money to someone who can give them a higher interest rate. They are ready to give you a lot of money if you are a businessman, because as a businessman, you can pay higher rate of interest. Normally, as business loans, they will lend a lot of higher interest rates. That's how banking businesses are operating, right? We spoke about it. Suppose, let's assume, just keep this point in our mind. This is just a 10 lakhs business. I just need 10 lakhs capital, 6 lakh I could arrange. Remaining for 4 lakhs, I went for two partners. I mean, two shareholders. I requested them for 2 lakhs each. Okay. Some big person is there. Okay. They need 10,000 crores. Not 10,000. It's okay, 1 lakh. Let me remove 1 0. 10,000 crores capital they need. How much capital they need?
10,000 crores.
Or else
10,000.
let's assume, guys. Let's assume these persons only these for 3 persons itself operating business for 10 years. They have operated successfully for 10 years, like Dhirubhai Ambani. They have started with 10 lakhs capital. Now the business is very big. They want to expand their business even more bigger. They want to hire a lot of people. They want to expand their operations all over the world. For that reason, they need 10,000 crores of capital. Not 10,000 rupees. This is 10,000 crores capital they want. There are only 3 persons now, 3 partners only. How they will arrange this 10,000 crores? They are successfully running. They have a huge capital, huge network. They have huge value of assets they have, and they have increased their reserves capacity. Profits are good. Everything is good. They are operating from last 10 years. So how they will arrange 10,000 crores? Is it possible for them to go and one by one ask and explain about them business and ask them to be part of their business as shareholder, as a partner? Is it possible for them to be act like that?
No.
So what they will do? What is the normal approach? Again, don't think in a higher manner. Just give me a layman terms. If I need that much of capital, I'm a successful business. Do you guys know about this Shark Tank? Shark Tank. Did you guys heard about it?
No.
No. Okay,
No.
you guys have to listen these kind of talk shows also. Shark Tank is actually a show. I'll show you about Shark Tank. We'll discuss. So yeah, for this 10,000 crores, if they want to arrange this money, what they will do? Normal in layman terms, we would advise that
They have already done the 10 years business with profits. They go for the loans if possible, because a good track record is also there in the market.
Okay.
This is the layman term, I think.
Normally, even before we going for a loans, if you are going for a loans for an entire capital, there will be a higher rate of chance for the risk. Though it's a successful, whatever it is, the chances is going to be very risky, because if you are not performing well, suppose you are a partner firm, you are getting 40,000 profit. Okay, you distributed 18,000, 6,000, 6,000. What if there is a zero profit in the next year? Zero profit. Will A demand anything from your profits?
No,
B will demand anything?
no,
Why they won't demand?
because profits are less, zero.
Profits.
Because they are the owners, they are the shareholders. You contributed capital. You are also the owner. If business is not performing, then how they will get a profit?
Yes,
How
correct.
they will get a profit? With the profit, let's distribute. There is no profit, keep it silent. Whenever we get a profits, we will distribute. In third year, they will get a 30,000 loss. 30,000 loss. Who will bear this loss? Only M will bear this loss.
No, all three partners
Three
will bear.
partners.
All three
All
partners have to
shareholders.
bear the loss. Why all partners have to bear the loss? They are also the real
Partnership.
owners. Yeah, you're all in partnership.
Mm.
When we got a profits, yeah, we distributed as per our contributed ratios. When we got a loss, let's distribute our loss also in the same ratios. That's how normally business works, right?
Yes,
Even if you and me want to start a business, we incurred with a lot of losses. No one will allow us to bear that loss by a single person. Definitely, as a partners, everyone should share everyone should bear the loss. Okay, as a partner, we'll bear the loss. If we get a profits, we will distribute. If there is no profits, we will adjust for that year. And whenever we get a profits, we will distribute. Suppose you have taken a loan from bank. You have taken a loan from bank for 1 lakh at the rate of interest 3%. Now you got a loss. I mean, you don't have any profit in these, subsequent years. Will bank say okay for you to pay no interest for that year?
No, sir.
no, we have to pay compulsory.
No, it's mandate to pay.
Suppose you are having huge losses. Will they excuse you from the interest payments?
No,
No.
No.
Now you understood, right? What is the risk of having a loan from the banks?
yes, understood.
That's fine. We have a ratio called the debt equity ratio. How much debt we should have, how much equity we should have. Equity is nothing but owners fund. These are all the owners, right?
Yes.
AME. These are all the owners. If they have a capital, that is called owners fund. That's we call it as the equity. Debt means it all a debt. On borrowings, we got that capital. So every lender, if you're borrowing some amount from lender, they will demand interest. If you're not paying interest, they will demand principal amount also. Even if you're not paying that, they will go for the court. This is how normally it will happen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So for that reason, it's always having a risk to going for a loans. So what they will do, this 10,000 crores of capital, okay, let's assume they can give some public announcement, right? We are running business from
Go for
last
initial
10 years.
public
Okay, we'll talk about it later about the initial public offering. Even before that, let's understand the layman terms, guys. You guys are good with this basic concept, but still we have students from the non-commerce students also. That's the reason I'm explaining from the scratch, okay? So here, they need this 10,000 crores of capital. Normally, if I want capital, I can give an advertisement in newspapers and news channels, like I need this much capital. And I'm running this business from last 10 years. It's very successful business. So you can also be partner of, a partner of my company. I'll give you the shares, 10,000 crores we have, right? Let's invest 1 lakh from your end. For 1 lakh, you will get a 1 share. For every year, there will be distributing of profits. Whatever the ratio you have for this 1 lakh out of this 10,000 crores, for that I'll give you a profit. Whenever you want to sell this 1 lakh shares, you can sell it to someone else. If someone is ready to purchase your share, you can sell it to someone else. That way, they're giving offer to the public in news channels, public newspapers and all. Make sense? They can get bulk people, right? Huge number of people can subscribe for the shares, can purchase shares. Everyone will come and invest. Okay, I'll invest 1 lakh, I'll invest 10 lakhs. Some people will come and invest, I'll invest 1 crore, I have a huge cash, so I'll invest 1 lakh. There is a possibility, right?
Yes. Yes.
Is everyone understanding? Non-commerce students? Everyone. I need response from BTech or BSc students. Ganeshwar?
Explain once again.
Okay. Okay. Let me give it in a more simple manner. Here they need 1 crore capital. Okay. How much it is? 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, 1 crore. Okay. 1 crore capital they want. For this 1 crore capital, they can't go again each and every one, and they can't expand the business, because already from last 10 years they are really doing a successful business. It's not a small amount of capital to expand to one by one and to get a capital from them. I mean, to request them to be a partner of our company, it's not possible. So what they will do, they will give some advertisement. What is that advertisement? We need 1 crore capital. How much we need?
1 crore.
1 crore capital.
1 crore capital. Let's divide this 1 crore capital into 100 parts. How many parts?
100.
100 parts. If I divide this 100 parts, what is the each part value? For one person,
1
it's
lakh.
not possible
1 lakh.
to invest 1 crore, right? From one person, we can't get 1 crore. From two persons, we can't get about 1 crore. So what we will do? We will divide into 100 parts. This 1 crore. So let's divide this 1 crore divided by 100. What is the each
1
part
lakh.
value?
1
1
1
lakh.
lakh. 1 lakh is affordable, right? Normal people can come and invest 1 lakh, because they also have started business with a 4 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 6 lakhs only, right? So 1 lakh is okay. So if each person started contributing, started investing 1 lakh into their business, how many partners they want like that?
100 partners.
100 partners.
100 partners. 100 partners. So 100 partners they need. If 100 partners contributed 1 lakh each, they can arrive this 1 crore. They can easily start their capital. I mean, they can easily start their business, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone understood as of this point?
Yes, Mahesh, understood.
Yes. Yes.
Let me keep this point in a different way. Here we call it as a parts. What is this part? If one partner is purchasing 1 lakh, we can call them as a shareholder, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Here, A contributed 2 lakhs. We call them as a shareholder. Here they are contributing 1 lakh. Why can't we call them as a shareholder? They are also
Correct.
owners, right? They are not giving for a debt or something. They are investing. They are becoming a partner. So let's call them as a shareholder.
Yes.
Correct.
So here we divide it into 100 parts, right?
100 shares.
So let's call them as a shares. We have 100 shares. Let's purchase 100 shares. Whoever purchased the share, we call them as a shareholder. Let's assume now we have 100 shareholders, because 100 shares purchased by 100 shares, right? So let's assume we have 100 shareholders. 100 shares, 100 shareholders. Each shareholder contributed
1 lakh.
1 lakh capital. If they want to reach out 100 shareholders, is it possible for them to reach out one by one, like to explain one by one?
No.
It's not
No.
possible.
So what
It's
they
not
will
possible.
do? They will give one public notice. They will give one public notice. What
Public.
public notice? From last 10 years they're doing business, right? So they will give all the
Yes.
financial information. This is how we started business. This is the profit trend. Every year we're increasing this much profit percentage. This is the asset value. This is the brand value. This much customers we have. Like that, they will disclose all 10 years financial information. And who started business? What is their background? Everything will be disclosed, and they will give you this notice as well. Now we are going for even bigger company. For that reason, we need this 1 crore capital. Even if you want to be a partner of my company, invest 1 lakh for 1 share, so that you will also be partner of my company. Every year we will distribute profits to you, and there will be share appreciation also. Now you invested 1 lakh. Maybe after 2 years, if you want to exit from the business, you can sell your share to someone else for higher price. Like that, they will project all the financial information. They will attract the investors. Investors are nothing but normal public people. Normal public people, you and me, can go and purchase. Now you understood?
Yes, Mahesh. Understood.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah, Mahesh, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
See, you said that successfully running in a 10 years for 1 crore. For example, is there the profit of 1 crore means 2 crore? So how they will divide? So you said that 100 shares. Is it the part of
100
that?
shares. Yeah, okay.
So how will the promoter get the profit?
Promoter means the person who started the business.
Promoter means the person who started the business.
Okay. How much profit promoter will get? That's your question, right?
Yeah.
See, the moment when you start the business, the person who started business is different and company is different. Though you are a promoter, for namesake, you are acting as a promoter. You may have 60% shares, but still you are 60% shareholder only. We have 100 rupees profit. We are keeping 50% for our reserves. Remaining 50%, 60% you will get. As a promoter, you are holding 60% share. Accordingly, for the 60% only, profit will be distributed. No, I am the owner. As I started business. Still, you are just a partner. You are holding 60%, remaining partners are holding 40%. No difference at all.
Okay,
got the point?
So yeah, I got it.
There is
but
no special rights. There is no special
special-
rights to anyone in the company.
Yeah, I understood what you are saying, but my doubt is we are selling the shares on 100, right? 1 crore.
Okay. 100 shares we are selling.
Yeah, 100 shares. But how will they make the profits in shareholders? You said 60% is almost I got it, but 100 shares, so each one selling each one buying the 1 lakh rupees, but they getting the profit of 1 crore.
Where is the 1 crore profit?
No, just I'm asking.
Okay, from last years they were maintaining some reserves, which is nothing but undistributed profit. Now they're coming and purchasing only 1 lakh. Is it okay for them to distribute their entire capital? Is this what your question, right?
Yeah.
See, the reserves will be distributed when company is liquidating. Suppose this year you invested 1 lakh, next year you are selling your share and you are going out of the company. So you're asking like how this 1 lakh share, I mean, as a shareholder on the 10th year, they have invested 1 lakh. Is it okay and is it fair to participate in this undistributed profits reserves?
Yeah.
Is this your question, right?
Yeah.
They are not participating in this reserves. Reserves is for the company purpose. You came, you survived for 1 year, you're leaving the company. Leave it. Yeah, 1 lakh rupees share worth. Maybe while you are leaving, it can be worth of 1,20,000 or 1,30,000. Or even it can be 70,000 also. Sell your share and leave the company. Whatever the profits you are entitled for that specific period, we will distribute. But don't enter into this reserves. Reserves is for the company. If you want to enjoy this reserves, until we liquidate this company, be part of our company.
Okay.
Getting the point?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah. There is a concept called entity concept.
Entity. Okay.
Business entity concept. Business entity means persons may come and go, but company will be for long run. Company is not going to be liquidated. Company is an existence company. Going concern. We have one more concept called going concern. These are all accounting concepts. If I'm starting my business, my assumption is I'll run this company for n number of years. I'm not specifying only for 10 years I'll run, only for 20 years I'll run. I'm not specifying. I'm assuming that the going concern concept, that means I'm going to run this business for n number of years. There is no limit how long I'm going to run this business. In such a way, I'll start my business. The moment, though I'm a owner, I'm contributing 80% capital, I'll start my business. Still, you are just a partner of a company holding 80%. Your different company is different. You are having the excess right based on your shares holding only. It doesn't. It's not something you are getting excess shareholders or excess shares because of you have started the company, you are a promoter. You're holding excess shares That's how you are giving excess holding and excess rights. Every promoter will try to keep excess shares in their hands only, just to have the excess rights. Getting the point?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe what is your education background?
MBA.
Before that?
Before that, BSc.
Because that's why you're getting the doubt. For commerce students, you don't get this doubt because there is a concept called entity concept. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you got the idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are talking about distributing of shares. They have distributed 100 shares. Before that, we don't have this 100 shares, right? So they have created a shares. They have created 100 shares. And they are giving it to the public. They are offering to the public, come and purchase this 100 shares. Now people will come and purchase these shares. This is how the capital can be acquired by this business, right? ABC Limited will get a required capital so that they can start the business and then they can run the business. Now you got the point how they got a capital?
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah, Mahesh, I got.
Yes.
Everyone. Now we will understand from the two perspectives. One is from the ABC Limited. Okay, we have a ABC Limited on one side, and we have all shareholders. Only these people. Shareholders is paying money, ABC Limited is receiving money. These two parties we have, right?
Yes.
Why these
Yes.
100 shares are created by company ABC Company? Why they have created these 100 shares? Why they are selling shares?
For taking capital.
To
For
get
get the
capital.
Yes.
Okay. Why they are contributing capital shareholders? Why I am giving this 1 lakh per each share to the ABC Limited?
They are part. They have to.
To increase their capital.
Mhm.
No. They have to purchase the shares.
Partnership.
To purchase the shares. Why you are purchasing the shares? That's my question.
For taking partnership in the company.
Okay, again, follow-up question. Why you want to take a partnership? What is your intention?
Because
Profit.
last 10 years is a very good company, then it will make a good profit in
So
future.
from last 10 years, they're good company. You also want to do the same business.
Yes.
You also want to do the same business. But
See,
it's
actually,
not, guys, if there is any other noise from your end, please keep it unmuted. Even if it's a successful business, even you want to do the same business. But it's not possible for you to start again from the 0 point. So what you will do, let's go and purchase a share from that same company. Right? That's how you're doing, right?
Yes.
You like that business, you observe their financial trends, and there is all profits. That's how we are going investing. So basically, to do business, you're investing. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Can we all agree on this point?
Yes, sir.
I want to do business in this ABC Limited. So we can say to do business. Business. Okay, ABC Limited to get a capital, shareholders want to invest money. I mean, they want to do business. Where they will do? ABC, okay, they need 1 crore capital. From where they will get? Just now we spoke, okay, go and give advertisement. Is it okay? Going and giving an advertisement in local newspapers without having any proper guidelines, without taking permissions from the government. Can I ask someone else like that?
No.
No.
Even if you go and purchase one partnership, you and me want to start any partnership business, you know what are the complexities we have in the partnership? You have to write a partnership deed in a 2,000 rupees stamp paper or 1,000 rupees stamp paper. That should be notarized. Notary lawyers will be there. They have to keep their stamp paper and they have to upload it into the MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs should approve that. Then only you can run the business. Just imagine, just two partners want to start the business. We have that much complexities in the registration, complexities now. Just imagine we're admitting 100 shares, 100 shareholders. How many complexities will be there? How many permissions we have to get? Are you guys understanding?
Yes.
There should be some system, right? To get this capital, to do business, there should be some system. What is that system? From where I can go and approach in a proper way. There should be some specific thing. It's not something like if you want 100 rupees, 100 crores capital or loan, you can't go and ask someone else, right? You have to go to bank only. In bank only, you have to fill up some forms. You have to pledge some documents. Then only you'll get a loan, right?
Yes.
In a proper way. If you want to do all these things in a proper way with proper security, you have to follow certain procedures. Similarly, if you want to get this much capital from the public, that too, from the public, definitely you may have to follow certain procedures. Or to follow all these procedures, we should have a system. That system is nothing but a financial system. Yesterday we spoke about financial system, right? We need to follow, we need to get all these things to be done in a financial system. Again, in this financial system, there should be a place. Suppose if you need a capital, if you need a loan, you should go for a bank. You need a loan, you're going for a bank. Now you need a loan or capital. In this scenario, are you looking for a loan or capital?
Capital.
So if you want capital, I need to go for a market. That market is called capital.
Capital market.
Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Simple thing, pa. If you need vegetables, you have to look into the vegetable market only. Right?
Yes,
if you need capital, let's go for the capital market. What is it, capital market? Capital market is a place where company can get a capital, and where shareholders can invest money to do business. We can say like this, huh?
Yes, correct.
If shareholders wants to do business, they have to go to the capital market to invest. If ABC Limited want to get a capital, they should go to capital market to get that capital. So for this purpose, we have these capital markets. Now we spoke, right, to get a what is the purpose of having a capital markets in stock market? I had answers like to raise them, to double the money, to make a profits. That's not the objective. Only thing objective is to do the business. Even in a single word, if you want to say, to do the business. Even ABC Limited is looking for a business. Shareholders is also looking for business. What they will do, guys? They are combining together on what they are doing.
They are doing business.
They are doing
business.
They are doing business. So this capital market, stock market, everything is for the doing business. In business, you make it a profit, you make it a loss, you can get a huge loss, anything can be happening. Just give me a quick minute, guys. I'm getting an important call. Yeah, sorry guys. So yeah, so basically to do the business, we need capital markets. That's the purpose of having stock market. Now you understood, everyone?
Yeah, Mahesh.
Yes.
Everyone, even non-commerce students also, everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
Why we have the stock markets, why we have these capital markets? Everyone understood how the business will work, how the shares are working and everything?
Yes, Mahesh. Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the next class, we will discuss what are these capital markets? What kind of capital markets we have? What are the types of capital markets? What is the stock market? what is the stocks, where they will create, how they will create, how they will approach public. All these things will be discussed in the coming classes. Any doubts in the current day session, today's session? Any doubts as of now? Even it is a small doubt, you can ask me. Any doubts, guys?
Mahesh, LBO means what is LBO?
Okay, yeah, very important thing. It's very important concept, LBO, leveraged buyout. So let me record it, no problem. Leveraged buyout means, suppose if you are starting a business, if you get a majority of the cash, majority of the capital from the borrowings, please keep it on mute. I'm getting noise. Yeah. If you are getting a majority of the capital from the borrowings and loans, you have a high financial leverage risk. Financial leverage is nothing but sometimes business can get a profit, sometimes business can get losses also. If you are getting a profit, that's fine. You are getting a profit can be distributed and you can pay the interest to the lenders. What if you get a huge loss? You are getting loss already. In addition to that, you have to pay this interest also to the lenders. Risk is very high, right?
Yes.
That is called leveraged buyout. I'll tell you one more example. There is a company called A Limited, okay? And they want to purchase the B Limited. They want to purchase this B Limited. To purchase this B Limited, they need a 100 crores capital. 100 crores capital. What they're thinking that, let's take a 100 crores loan from bank and purchase this company. They're not using single rupee from their capital. Directly, they're getting a loan for this 100 crores and they're purchasing this company B. Or else, they'll use only 10 crores from their cash reserves. Remaining 90 crores, they'll get it from the banks only as the loans. And they will purchase this company. This is called leveraged buyout. Leveraged buyout always have a heavy risk. I'll tell you one example. There is a company called Suzlon. Do you guys heard about it, Suzlon?
Yeah, Suzlon.
What is that industry? In which industry the Suzlon belongs to?
Suzlon is through air, that's power will be consumed, I think.
The power wind.
Power wind, yes.
Windmills.
Wind power.
Suzlon wind power.
Windmill.
Mm.
Yeah. So Suzlon company is related to the windmills, I mean wind power generations. So before crisis, you guys remember this 2008 crisis, right? You guys know 2008 crisis? No answer. No one knows about it. In 2008, there was a big crisis, big recession. Arthika Mandam antar kada. So it has started in the US country. We'll talk about that one also. That's a case study. We'll talk about it. So there was a huge recession. Before that, there was high demand for the oil prices because even nowadays we can see how petrol prices are increasing. 2008, there was a high prices for the petrol and fuels. That's the reason the Suzlon industry was performing well. The profits are very good, and the wind energy is more keen to have into their businesses because petrol prices and fuel prices are very high. So if you want to look for alternative, we have this wind energy. We can invest a lot so that we can save the bill. I mean the energy. I mean electricity bill or something. Not an electricity bill. The fuel bill. We can save that fuel bill through these windmills. So many people are switching to oil to wind before 2008 because fuel prices are very high. What Suzlon did, there is a main part is there in this windmill. There is some machinery or something. Previously, they were purchasing that machinery from other company. I'm not sure about that company. I'm not remembering. I'm not able to recall it. So there is a machinery where they are purchasing from other company. But that's very important and very high cost. What they did, why can't we purchase the entire company? We are depending on some other company to purchase that a single machinery. So let's purchase that company so that we can save a lot of cost because they're already adding some profits and margins, so they're selling to us. Why can't we enjoy that profit also if we can purchase that company? So they planned it, they went and they purchased that company with borrowed funds. They didn't use single money from that Suzlon. the entire borrowings, I mean, majority of the funds, they borrowed from the loans and some other lenders, they purchase other company also. Now they can manufacture their machinery on their own and they can make a huge profits. That was their plan. So after 2008, I mean, in 2008, there was a crisis. So in that crisis, again, oil prices has dropped a lot. Even before that, there was a very drastic changes in the petrol, I mean, fuel prices. So everyone again switched to petrol fuels.
Yes.
No one is choosing for the windmills because windmills installation is very high cost. Though there will be savings in the future, initial investment is very high. But in the financial crisis, everyone look for the current scenario only. No one will plan for the future because we are not sure about the future uncertainties, right? So everyone look for the current situation only. So everyone again switch back to oil prices only. So Suzlon prices has dropped. I mean, share price has been reduced. They are facing losses. They have to pay interest. So there was a heavy loss for this Suzlon company. The reason why? Because of this leveraged buyout. Normally, in that kind of situations, what they will do? Companies, they will request these lenders to convert them into shareholders. We purchased 100, I mean, we got 100 crores loan from the banks or maybe from the investors, are given loans to the Suzlon company. Now, what they will do? We are not able to pay you interest. Why can't we become a partners of my company? We contributed 100 crores as a loan for our company, right? Now, what we will do? We will issue shares to this 100 crores. Okay, keep it shares with you and we'll give you profits also. Will anyone accept for that deal? Company is already in loss. They're not even making profits. Then why have to purchase shares? No one will prefer to purchase shares, right? When company is making losses. Similarly, the banks and lenders also denied to purchase the shares for their loan. So that's a drastic situation they have faced. That is called leveraged buy. You can go and search that case study. I'm not sure about that company. Let me tell you. I'm not able to recall that company name. Suzlon.
The Hansen transmitters. Transmissions.
Which one?
Hansen Transmissions from Belgian firm.
Not that.
Acquires. It's acquires. Edison Vision Energy. And 2078 only they have contract signed with Edison Mission Energy.
I'll check my books. When I was attending this investment banking class and all, I noted somewhere. I'll tell you guys. I'll try to get that company name and I'm not able to recall it. Okay, that was the case study. Now we got about leverage. I mean, LBO, right? Leveraged buyout. Again, we will talk. This is strategy, leveraged buyout. Again, when we are going to talk about hedge funds and alternative investment, there we will talk. Hedge funds will follow this leveraged buyout also as a strategy. It's a very risky strategy. Still, hedge funds will prefer this LBOs. The advantage is also in the same way because your if company is going to be very successful, then why should I admit new partners? Already with existing partners, I'm doing well. I'm having huge profits. If I take a loan, simply I can pay interest only. No one is coming and participating in my profits, right? No one put a finger and a hand in the profits. You need interest, you take interest and leave. I'll repay your debt also. Like that we can say. If someone is becoming a partner, what they will do? They will do and put finger in everywhere because I'm also partner. I'll ask this one, I'll ask this one, and also I'll get a profits. If you get a profits, distribute the same profits to me like that. If you're getting a huge profits, then this LBO is very good strategy. But it can be 50-50. It can be anything. Okay, guys, that's all for the day. Today at least I'll try to upload the assignments. Today we're using the AI tools, so let's see how it's going to be done. And also I'm going to give you a few what is this? Web series. Hidden Secrets of Money. So everyone have to watch this web series, at least one web series for a day. I'll ask you questions, guys, on this one also.
Okay, bro.
Let me share this very interesting one and very useful one. Every finance student should watch this. How to share this? Okay. Did I stop sharing my screen? Let me share it in the group. I'll stop the recording.